In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the top travel trends going into 2024. I got this information from a study that American Express did with its customers. And the reason American Express did this, or some of you may be asking why they did this, is because American Express is making a big push in the travel industry. As like many others, they're jumping on the bandwagon that happened back in 2022. So let's just go back before we go into the future of 2024. Let's go back to see what happened in 2022. 2022 was known as the return of the traveler. We just got over the BS from COVID. The world started to open up, and boy, did people decide to travel. If you follow this channel, you know that in 2021, 2022, they were my highest grossing years. For example, 2021, I made more money in that year than I did in the past 3 years. And in 2022, I doubled what I made in 2021. It was a really eye-opener in terms of travel and how quickly the travel industry rebounded from what happened during the pandemic. What did this study show for 2024? So what the study showed is, or is showing, that demand for travel is still really, really high, but more importantly, the demand for premium travel is really, really high, right? More people are realizing that time is of the essence. A lot of people were waiting to check off some bucket lists. You know, they kept postponing these things, postponing them. But during the pandemic, they realized, man, I should not do that. And we're starting to see that a lot now. So all these bucket list destinations have seen or are experiencing a boom in travelers, right? And this study that American Express did really is showing that the trend for 2024 is the following: unique experiences, unique locations, and then if you're in the short-term rental industry, unique properties. I mean, Airbnb launched their unique experience, meaning now they have all these theme-style properties that they're pushing, like X-Men, some Disney movie stuff. Don't quote me on all these new experiences. I'm not a big Disney type guy and some of the movie stuff, but Formula One, for example, they have a house with Formula One cars. It's just, they're really pushing these unique experiences for people, and it's because that's in demand right now. If you are a short-term rental operator, then you should be focused on that. But more importantly, if you are a traveler, now is the time to take advantage of these unique experiences. Here's what the people that responded or that participated in the study said. They said in 2024, they're going to be spending the same or more money on travel than they did in 2023. In addition, they're going to be spending or visiting, again, unique destinations like Antarctica, like the Galapagos Island, like going on luxury cruises, stuff that in the past was not as popular or on people's bucket list, but people weren't acting on those lists, but now they are. The next travel trend that I want to talk about is how in 2024, people are traveling further than they ever did. So for example, people in the US are really spending a lot more time in Europe than they ever did, spending a lot more time in South America than they ever did. So you're seeing a boom in those particular areas. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples, right? Those that follow the channel know that I manage and invest in Colombia, places like Medellin, Cartagena, Bogota. These areas in 2022, 2023 saw a huge increase in tourism, specifically Medellin and Cartagena. In fact, Cartagena was named as one of the most visited travel destinations for 2023, and as well as Medellin. In Europe, we saw a big boom in Portugal, Spain, Croatia were top destinations that normally weren't as popular as, let's say, Italy and Paris. Another travel trend in 2024 is going to be people traveling for sporting events. We just had Formula One here in Miami. It was a big success. Paris is going to be hosting the Olympics. New York City is going to have the US Open. More and more people are going to be traveling to these sporting events than ever before. So you're seeing a big boom in that type of travel. The next one is going to be, this is dear to my heart because I do a lot of this, and that is solo travelers, right? The solo travel industry has really skyrocketed since since 2022. But notably, like the study says that 76% of millennials and Gen Zs compared to 60% prior to this plan to take a solo trip in 2024. Again, this is near and dear to me because I do a lot of travel on my own, but it is surprising that more and more people are deciding to do that and travel and explore on their own. I think one of the reasons that's happening is because it's becoming difficult to coordinate with other people to travel, and according to the survey, there's a good amount of people that are wanting to do that and they find it interesting to travel and travel by themselves. The last thing I want to talk about here is that American Express, that 2024 is going to be the year of spontaneous travel. Now, this is something else that is near and dear to me and something that I've been talking about on my channel for a long time, because especially if you are a short-term rental operator and or if you're a travel advisor, now that I'm in the full travel industry and working with Dream Vacations, this is important, and this is why this is important, right? We look at booking lead time to help predict what our inventory is what type of inventory we're going to need, to help predict some of our budgeting for our business. So we look at this. Now, spontaneous travel is not good for us because we can't pre-plan well, but I know that I don't have to panic and worry if my properties aren't booked a month in advance, because I know it's going to get booked the closer I get to it, because more and more people are waiting to the last minute to travel. And spontaneous trips, again, it is a big trend, something that's trending right now. Here's where you as a short-term rental operator can take advantage of, or if you are let's start about the short-term rental host, right? If you're a host, you really need to cater to these people. And what I mean by that is offer some type of incentive for last minute booking. A lot of you guys are already doing that, but some of you guys are offering a too big of a discount for these last minute travelers to book your property. One of the things that we experimented with to see is, like, for example, our book lead time right now, I believe it's about 5.4 days. We're not really discounting stuff until the day before. Most people are not gonna wait to that very last minute, although, like I said, spontaneous trips are happening, but that book lead time is around 3 days for those type of trips. If you are a traveler, this is where teaming up with a travel advisor is going to be hugely important, and it's gonna save you a lot of money. For example, if you're going to take that spontaneous trip, it behooves you to contact a travel advisor and say, hey, what's available to me? I wanna leave tomorrow, or I wanna leave in 2 days. What offers can you find me so that I can take a trip for this weekend or this week, etc. By taking advantage of a travel advisor, they're going to do all the legwork for you, but more importantly, they have access to what people are offering in terms of discounts and special offers. So really take advantage of that. Anyway, my beautiful people, hope this information was useful. If it was, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, follow me on Instagram, buy me a coffee. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.